The next chapter is phenol. In this chapter, we are going to cover the method of preparation of phenols and their chemical properties. So let us start with the introduction. Phenol are the hydroxy derivative of aromatic hydrocarbon in which the hydroxy group is directly attached to the carbon atom of the ring. Depending upon the number of hydroxy group attached to the aromatic ring, they may be classified as monohydric, dihydric, trihydric or polyhydric phenols according as their molecule contains 1, 2, 3 or many hydroxy group respectively. So let us consider their example. The first one is the monohydric. In this case, only one hydroxy group that is attached with the carbon of the ring, and it is also called phenol. The second one is also monohydric. In this case, only one hydroxy group that is attached with the carbon of the aromatic ring. It is called orthocresol. The third one, in this case, two hydroxy group, they are attached with the carbon of the aromatic ring, so it is dihydric and it is called isoprene. Then the third one, it will having three hydroxy group which is attached to the aromatic ring and it is called trihydric phenol, and it is pyragallol. So these are the example of simple phenol. Let us consider more about the phenol. The simple phenol with this formula is used as an antiseptic as well as an disinfectant. As a disinfectant, it is used to kill the microorganism present in the drain, toilet and floor, etc. This hexachlorophyll, which is a phenolic compound, is an active constituent of several mouthwash, deodorant, soap and medicinal skin cleaners. Many phenol and phenolic ether occur in nature. Some of these are used in the manufacturing of the perfume and flavor because of their pleasant odor. This thymol is a typical flavoring ingredient of thyme and mint and is widely used in the preparation of mouthwashes because of its flavor and antiseptic properties. The clove oil contains a phenol which is called eugenol and it is used by dentists as an antiseptic. Similarly, vanillin present in oil of vanilla beans is used as a flavoring agent in many confectionery items. So it is all about the introduction of the phenol. Next is the nomenclature of phenols. In the IUPAC system, the simplest phenol is called benzenol, but all the substituted phenol are named as a derivative of the phenols. Here the position of the substituent with respect to hydroxy group is indicated by Arabic number. So let us consider the examples. So This one is the carbon number 1 and this one is the carbon number 2. So it is the 2-methyl phenol. So it is the IUPAC name and common name, that is orthocresol. Then this one, carbon number 1, 2 and 3. So it is 3-methyl phenol and it is also called amcresol. Then this one, it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4-methyl phenol and it is also called paracresol. Then similarly, this one is the carbon number 1 and it is the carbon number 2. So it is 2-bromophenol and it is also called orthobromophenol. It is carbon number 1 and it is carbon number 3. So it is called 3-aminophenol and the common name is meta-aminophenol. Then this one, carbon number 1 and carbon number 4. So it is 4-nitrophenol and it is also called para-nitrophenol. So these are the example of monohydric phenols. Then let us consider the case of the dihydric phenol. So this one is the carbon number 1 and carbon number 2. So it is 1,2-benzene diols and the common name, that is catechol. Carbon number 1, carbon number 3. So it is 1,3-benzene diols. So it is also called acesulfenol. Then this one is the carbon number 1 and it is the carbon number 4. So it is 1,4-benzene diol and it is also called quinol. So these are the example of dihydric phenol. Then let us consider the example of the trihydric phenol. So it is carbon number 1, 2 and 3. So it is 1,2,3-benzene triol and it is also called pyragalol. Carbon number 1, 2 and 4. So it is called 1,2,4-benzene triol, also called hydroxyquinol. It is the carbon number 1, 3 and 5. So it is 1,3,5-benzene triol. It is also called fluoroglucanol. So these are the example of the dihydric and trihydric phenols. Then next is the method of preparation of phenol. Phenol are generally prepared by flowing method. The first one is from isopropyl benzene and it is also called cumene. Phenol is prepared commercially from the cumene, which in turn is prepared by Friedel-Crafts alkylation of benzene with propene in the presence of phosphoric acid. This, upon aerial oxidation, form cumene hydroperoxide, which upon subsequent hydrolysis with an aqueous acid give final product, that is phenol and acetone. So first of all, benzene that is treated with propenes in the presence of phosphoric acid, and this one is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. First of all, this cumene will get formed, then it will undergo air oxidation to give cumene hydroperoxide, which is treated with aqueous acid, and it will give phenol and acetones. So let us consider the mechanism. It will comprises of three major reactions. The first reaction involves Friedel-Crafts alkylation, in which the isopropyl carbocation generated by the addition of a proton to propene attack the benzene ring to form cumene. So let us consider it. First of all, phosphoric acid will dissociate to give protons. Now this proton will help for the generation of isopropyl carbocation from the propenes. This pi bond, it will shift toward this side, and proton that will attack on this carbon, and this carbon acquired positive charge. So isopropyl carbocation will get formed. In the next step, this benzene is added to isopropyl carbocation, and it is electrophilic substitution reaction. First of all, this intermediate will get formed, and in the next step it will lose this proton so that cumene will get formed. So it is the first reaction involve Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Then second reaction involve the conversion of cumene into cumene hydroperoxide. It is an auto-oxidation reaction which is carried out in the presence of a radical initiator. So let us consider this step. So cumene is attacked by the free radical from the radical initiator. This bond can break homolytically, and each electron that will be shared by two atoms. So there is a bond formation, and it will give tertiary benzylic radicals and alkanes. In the next step, this tertiary benzylic radical, it will react with oxygen. Now this pi bond can break homolytically, and each electron that will be shared by both the oxygen. Now there is a bond formation, and it will give another radicals. Now the odd electron that is carried by this oxygen. In the next step, now this radical, it will react with another molecule of the cumenes. Now this bond can break homolytically, and each electron that will be shared by hydrogen and carbon. Now there is a bond formation between oxygen and hydrogen. It will give cumene hydrogen peroxide and this tertiary benzylic radical. So this one is the chain initiation step, and these are the chain propagation step. So it is the conversion of cumene into cumene hydrogen peroxide. Then third reaction, it involves acid catalyzed rearrangement of cumene hydroperoxide to phenol and acetone. It will further involve various steps. In the step number 1, cumene hydroperoxide, it will accept a proton from the phosphoric acid, and it will get converted into protonated cumene peroxide. Now this oxygen will acquire positive charge. In the next step, this protonated cumene peroxide, it will lose a molecule of water, and it can give an intermediate carbocations. So in this case, this oxygen is the electron deficient, so acquired positive charge. In the next step, the phenyl group will undergo migration from this carbon to this carbon. The migratory aptitude of phenyl group is greater than a methyl group, so instead of this methyl, this phenyl group only undergo migration. So it is also called 1,2 phenyl shift. So it will give this intermediate which will having electron deficient carbon. Now positive charge that will appear on this carbon, and this carbocation, it is stabilized by the resonance. It is the structure number 1. Now this pi bond, it will take part in the pi bond formation, and this one is the structure number 2. Now oxygen acquired positive charge. In the next step, this pi bond, it will shift toward this side, and water molecule that will attack on the carbon. So this intermediate will get formed having positive charge on this oxygen. In the next step, it can lose a proton and give hemiketals. So this intermediate compound will get formed. In the next step, a proton is added to this hemiketal, and it will give now this intermediate having positive charge on the oxygens. In the last step, this intermediate, it can finally give rise to phenol and acetones. So it is the third reaction, involve acid catalyzed rearrangement of cumene hydroperoxide to final product, that is phenols. So it is the first method, preparation of phenol from isopropyl benzenes. Then second method, it is hydrolysis of diazonium salt. This is one of the most convenient method for the preparation of phenol. In this case, benzene, diazonium salt are added to boiling dilute sulfuric acid, and phenol will get formed. So this one is the benzene diazonium chloride. In the presence of dilute sulfuric acids, it can get converted into phenol with the formation of hydrochloric acid and nitrogen. So it is the hydrolysis of the diazonium salts.